What have the last 5 days been like for you and BlackRock?
Well, first of all, I learned about it Thursday night.
Yes.
So it was not a good sleep that night. Well, I think what it means for BlackRock and everyone else, it means greater uncertainty. There's a lot of debate what ultimately it means, but I think what we can say with a great amount of certainty is we're going to have a lot of uncertainty. And I think this uncertainty is just leading towards more behaviors such as hoarding cash, less willingness to invest for the long term.
Is that what investors have been doing for the past 5 days?
The first few days you saw a huge amount of selling, and that's obviously why we had the market step back. But I do believe the messaging from the Europeans is going to be really important. I actually believe that whether the Brexit happens or not, because it's still debatable whether it will happen or not, but I believe this is a warning over the bow for the Europeans. I was not particularly bullish on Europe over the long horizon because you just see such aberration within the differences of the countries, and there's going to have to be greater restructuring of some of the nations. So this warning over the bow could help fortify Europe. It may make the European leaders talk about how we make sure the cohesion of the Eurozone remains. What it means is Hollande, Prime Minister Hollande of France, has to become more European. It means the Chancellor of Germany,
Angela
Merkel, has to become more European.
But does Hollande and Merkel becoming more European mean that the Germans, for example, are going to demand less austerity out of the Spanish, less austerity out of the Italians?
Or it may mean, no, continuous austerity, but we, the Germans, will do a massive fiscal policy. They have huge surplus. They can stimulate Europe themselves by creating a huge fiscal policy stimulus. That's my frustration. Germany has not taken that leadership role. These problems can be mitigated through more fiscal policy, especially in Germany where they have weakness in infrastructure, unlike France. So it's hard to understand how this is playing out, but it was very certain yesterday the market began to stabilize when the Chancellor actually spoke as a European. And I assume the rally's still carrying on because I haven't paid that much attention in the last hour. But as we saw this morning, it looked like the markets were continuing to stabilize. We had big inflows the last 2 days from clients putting money to work, especially in high yield as it widened out on Friday. So we'll wait and see. We have $55 trillion of money globally sitting in cash.